letting roll no more. Won't be holding on the road no more. I love the Lord, no. Won't be holding the line no more.
There's a line carved in the garden that has never been erased,
between the woman and the serpent, and neither can change place. God drew it with his finger on the morning of the fall, and the war that started there is still the war behind them. Every time a tyrant raised his hand against a child, every time a pharaoh drowned the innocent and smiled, every time a king sent soldiers for the firstborn sons, the dragon was behind it. The ancient war goes on. There's the woman and the dragon. The seed against the seed, the woman and the dragon. The seed against the seed. There's a woman in the heavens dressed in fire and in gold, with the moon beneath her sandals and a crown of stars to hold. She carried something precious that the dragon couldn't stand, and he opened wide his jaws to crush it from her hands. Who is the woman? She's the mother of the cause. From Abraham to Moses, everyone who never crawled before the serpent's altar, everyone who bore the mark of the covenant that started when God spoke into the dark. And the woman and the dragon, from the garden to the throne, the woman and the dragon, and the war is not done. And if you carry in your bloodline what the serpent wants to kill, then the dragon knows your address and he's hunting you still.
There's a war behind the war.
There's a throne behind the throne.
There are hands you cannot see,
moving every king and every stone.
there's a war behind the war.
There's a throne behind the throne.
There are hands you cannot see,
Not flesh, not blood, not the enemy you see. Principalities in the air, moving invisibly. Powers, rulers, wickedness on high. The battlefield is heaven, but the casualties die. There's a war behind the war, behind the war. There's a throne behind the throne. When the dragon fell, he did not fall alone. A third of heaven's burning ones came crashing from the zone. They set up thrones in places where the human eye can't reach, and every empire rises with a fallen hand to teach. You think the war is borders, you think the war is race, you think the war is money. Look behind the face. There are architects of darkness building empires in the air, and the puppet doesn't know the hand, but the hand is always there. Behind the king, a prince of air. Behind the chain, a hand unseen. Behind the war, a darker war. Behind the world, a darker dream. Now let me show you something colder than the grave. A man can walk and breathe and speak and still be a slave. Dead, not sleeping. Dead, not tired. Dead, dead inside the body with the serpent spirit wired. Walking to the market, dead. Laughing at the table, dead. Building up the tower, dead. Counting every hour, dead. The prince who rules the air has has got a frequency, and every soul without the breath is tuned to his decree. Remember what the curse said, the serpent's mouth eats dust. Remember what the man became, dust back to dust. And the teacher on the hillside said a thing that shook the ground. Let the dead go bury dead men, there's enough of them around. Dust feeding dust, feeding dust, dust feeding dust, dust feeding dust. The walking ones don't know their food, the breathing ones don't know they've died. The serpent eats his supper slow, and the dead man is the meal inside. The sword of fire is turning at the gate. The angels guard the tree, and it's too late. He walks into the east with nothing but his skin, and the longest exile that has ever been. The garden at his back, the wilderness ahead. The breath is getting shallow, and the sky is turning red. And somewhere in the distance, past the thorns and past the years, the whole creation trembles, you hear it through the tears. The whole creation groans, 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 groans. The whole creation groans, 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 crying out for freedom from the groans, crying out for freedom from the groans. The earthquake knows, the ocean knows, the widow at the graveside knows, the mother holding nothing but a name. The stab was wounded down an empty road. The child with hunger